Oh, hey everybody, Paul with you. I hope you're okay this Saturday. And I don't have any work today, which I don't like. I always like to work, but don't have any. So I went down and just did what I had to do with getting food and so forth. I still really haven't eaten today. And this new car business is really kind of messing with me, This is kind of messing with me. So this is going to be like a video to alleviate all of my stresses and stuff. And I've got one thing that's really bothering me. By the way, my son talked to me today. This is a step in the right direction. And this is like all part of this big problem, mentally for me. It's a real bad one. I can't make heads or tails of this. My son got his cousin, who's a girl, and they're hanging out at the house alone. And, I've mentioned it before. When I went to the Philippines, that was too young. She was too young. But her cousin's name is Racy, and his name is Ray. So obviously they copied me because she's 17 and Race is 19. So obviously they copied us, But that's the sister of my wife. All right, so it's my wife's sister. Her father died. That was the worst death I ever saw. He was slipped away so painfully. I never saw pain on a person who's died on their face. I mean, I know soldiers do this and stuff like that, but as a civilian, I never saw pain like that. He was dying from like liver cancer or something, and he was just, they put tubes in his liver and this and that, and it was just leaking out, and the wife signed some papers saying, because they're poor, they're really poor, and they signed papers saying that the hospital would do everything to help him, get better. But he was too far gone, and anybody looking at it could see it. And what they should have done is they should have taken him out of that bed, because they were poking him and, every 4 hours, and all he was doing at the point where he was in a delirium, he was just pushing people away, and it hurt him. He was being constantly tested and poked and all that. And they should have just let him go home and die in his bed at home with his family, his wife. But they didn't do that. So he died this horrendous death. It was so painful to watch that. Anyways, that girl, she's 17 years old, and let me tell you something, she's so beautiful. She has an angelic face, and no acne or anything like that, and she is so sweet. She's got such a sweet temperament to her, and I have been trying to get my son to become involved with her, because I would like them to get married. Is that wrong? And believe me when I tell you, folks, women are awful, and you don't have to question me. Remember, I'm God. I can tell you the truth, and you can believe me. Women suck. They're awful. They are just the worst. And when you have to go out and you have to meet a girl, it's not easy, and it's always a hassle. So if my son would do this, it would solve a lot of problems. And I don't know what is going on over there, because they've been at the house now for I don't know. My wife told me that earlier today they're together, and I don't know what the hell they're doing. But I checked on these by rules of the Philippines, and evidently it is illegal to marry your first cousin. I didn't know that. I know it's frowned upon because, you've got that close genetic issue with children. But boy, honest to God, I would love my son to, hook up with her. She's such a beautiful little doll. She's such a great little girl, such a beautiful disposition. But, my wife said, absolutely not. And I don't know. I don't know what the whole deal is. I mean, so I'm all confused with that. But, like, if it's, you see, because I don't know if a lot of you understand this, but, I'm from the north, but there are people that were from the south. And I don't know if you know that a tremendous amount, quite a few, especially when you get into the West Virginia, and you can have really strange things there because the rate of incest is incredibly high between fathers and daughters in West Virginia, the coal mining areas and stuff. I never really had a great issue with them because the people are so earthy and such good people that I couldn't hold it against them. I read this letter that a coal miner wrote when he was running out of air, and trapped in a mine. And you could just tell that these people were such good people. So I don't give a damn about the incest. And today I heard that Woody Allen was an actor from the 70s. He was very popular. And he's Jewish and very clearly Jewish. And a lot of Jewish people like him, especially back then. And he had a very high wit. He was very, very intelligent. And some of his movies were a crack-up, But he's 90 years old now, and he's making another movie. So it's ridiculous. He's had this weird thing where he would be making a movie, and he's doing this movie, and then he interrupts and he starts talking to the audience, and then goes back to the movie. He's a strange bird, but that's not what he's strange for. He's strange for the fact that he married his daughter. Mia, I forgot her name. Was that the wife? That was the wife. He had a wife. Mia Farrow, I forgot her name now, but he was married to her for a long time, and they adopted a little Korean girl, I forget her name. And he wound up marrying her as she got to be 18 years. I think it was right at 18. So it just so happens that I saw an interview with them. It was like a half documentary, half interview kind of thing. It wasn't anything real serious. And, they get along. It's a pretty little girl. She's a pretty little girl. She's not super pretty, but she's pretty enough. And evidently they get along real well. And I loved Woody Allen's comment. And when his movies took off and he became a multimillionaire, they asked him, they said, you must be really happy because now you get to ask out women that are, these high-class women. And, because now you're a millionaire. And he said simply, no, it doesn't help. I just get turned down by a higher-class woman. And I believe it. Woody Allen is strange. He's always been a strange bird. But I kind of like him, I kind of like who he is and his whole thing. So on this interview, they were showing him in the hotel because I guess they travel all the time, so they're staying in hotels. And they have to send out their clothes to get washed. So they leave you like a little, like a little thing where on this little paper that says, do you want bleach? Do you like starch? Do you want us to press your clothes? Blah, blah, blah. It's got this whole list. And, Woody Allen has to make it easy for the little girl there to understand, because Woody Allen has this incredibly complex, intelligent wit to him. And, he has to tone it down quite a bit there. So what he did was he's got this little piece of paper, and he's going to the girl and he's saying, okay, this is the laundry person is asking us what we want on our laundry. All right. Do you want big holes in the laundry or little small holes in the laundry? And she kind of looks at him and says, huh? And, he re-says it. He says, you want big holes or small holes? And then she finally gets it, and she starts kind of laughing a little bit, you know? And that's how Woody Allen and her are. He's so intellectually overwhelming over his wife that he has his daughter, believe it or not. It was an adopted daughter, but I mean, he adopted her like 4 or 5 years old, something like that. So, I mean, it's kind of like the real deal. Genetically, they're not. But he rose, and then the mom, what was it, Mia Farrow? She didn't like it at all, obviously. So I guess he got a divorce and he married her, you know. So I've got this situation. I got to get a picture of this girl, Race's first cousin. Oh, I forgot to tell you, in the South especially, I know a place like West Virginia, that's also. But in the South, it was not extremely unusual to marry your first cousin. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. You know, especially before the Civil War. That was not unusual at all. So, anyways, it's a strategy, because marriage in itself is a strategy. It's just a strategy. You know, you have two people that come together that make life easier, or it's supposed to be like that. So there's my dilemma for today. I feel really strange about it, and I'll send you a picture. I'll put a picture out on my channel when I can get them together, and you know they're going to probably look alike, but they don't, because he's got my blood, so he's got the American genes going, and I don't know if she looks like him at all. I think they can pull it off, honest to God, but evidently it is illegal. I was looking through here, and I think it's illegal to marry your first cousin in the Philippines. That's ridiculous. I'm sure in the South, like with the Muslims and all that down in Mindanao, I'm sure they still do it. I'm sure they don't give two shits about it. But anyways, we've had some pretty good rain here. It rained pretty good. It thunderstormed here. And I've got to, something like bleeding here or something. Tomorrow I have to do everything. I'm supposed to pick up the car on Monday. And Monday morning, and trying to get my credit cards and max out my credit cards, because I owe $953. I've been paying $1,000 a week for the last 5 weeks. And I guess I might as well show you. I originally tried to get a Lexus. That's what I had put the money down. I put $1,500 when I saw it. The car, when it came out, was $58,000 in 2002. It's old. It's just like my car. And it is absolutely breathtaking. It's so beautiful. It's a convertible, and in the inside, it's just absolutely tits. And man, it was a beautiful car, and due to my circumstances here, which I will not elaborate on, I thought, you know, because I have to cut yards and stuff. I have to cut yards, so I have to have a weed eater in there and stuff. So I decided against it, and I got a car. I got a car, like a 4-door car, I believe is what it is. I haven't seen it in a long time, like a month. Because I just keep going in and handing him $1,000. So I think I'm going to delay it until Tuesday. I could have gone today and like taken everything out of my car, because it's so bad. My car is so bad. And I have to shave my head. I have to, because I could have lice and all that kind of stuff. I have to do all of this, and I have to be ready to go at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to buy my car for $350. So I got to get everything ready, right? So this is all stressing me out. And it's a pain in the neck, because anything that comes out of the car, pliers, whatever it is, baskets to hold my things in, anything that comes out of that car, I really want to put it at my place, because if I go and I do it, then pretty much everything will be in there, and that's kind of the way it should be. Somebody looking at my car. Oh, that's my friend. He's all crippled up. Hey, you gonna come in? Oh, switcheroo. I'll see you when you get here. It's my friend. He's has a house, believe it or not, and his house, I will show you tomorrow, is the most nightmare. You talk about the Addams family. That guy right there is the only person that could make me look clean. He's unbelievable. His house has trees. You can't see anything. He's got like 5 cars in his circular driveway in the front, and they're all rusted away, and they're filled to the brim with like newspapers, clothes and stuff. He's a really strange bird, and I don't know how he gets away with it. We've got code here, so the code drives around and looks for infractions. Wait till I show you that place. I'll show you tomorrow. It's like, it's ridiculous. He doesn't have any electricity in there. He has no electric. They turn that off. And he may have water. I'm not sure. But it's crazy. Yeah, that dude is crazy. I like him. He's a nice guy. But boy, he is a strange bird. Anyways, I think I'm going to delay my car until Tuesday. I've got to call the tow company and I got to call the car dealer and tell him I'll be there Tuesday, because Monday I think I'm going to have to, get my money and go to and I lost my debit card. Just so happens. I was lucky that it wasn't used. I have no idea where it is. I looked high and low all the way through my car, and that ain't easy. And I mean, it is gone. So I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, those are my dilemmas for today. And I just figured I would share them with you. And I'll see you later. Stick around. I'm always talking about something interesting, right? By the way, I found a new song. I'll put it here on the link. I never heard about this song. One thing about being in South Florida is you only get like rap and like pop, And I found this, and I thought this song was really old. Maybe it's a remake. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a remake to me. And it's called Sally. And I know what you're thinking. A lot of you are old like me. It's not Eric Clapton, Lay Down Sally. I like that one too. But this one is not like that. This is a really cool song. So I gotta turn you guys on to it. I'll leave the link in this video, okay? Talk to you later. Subscribe, be nobody. Give me a like even if you don't like me. Bye.